Hi everyone, welcome back to John's Fish Hut. Merry Christmas. It's now Boxing Day actually, so I've had a little break yesterday and today I am just going to do a quick walk around, just kind of tell everybody what I've got, what kind of things I'm breeding, and yeah, a fish room tour if you like. I've never done one of these before. I've done kind of little bits here and there, but this one I'm going to actually go tank by tank, show you what I'm breeding at the moment and other little bits and bobs. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So might as well start on this side of the hut. It's just a 12 by 8 barn style hut that I've got. Some storage up here, and I've got over 30 tanks. I think there's about 35 tanks in the shed. Some extra storage down here as well. Water, have I changed water as well in the water butt. Heating system as well. It gets a wee bit cold here in Scotland during the winter, so got a little bit of heating. Some dehumidifier here as well, and it's just the way I like to do it. So what we'll do, we'll start on this side and just kind of walk around and show you as I go. So in this tank I've got these lovely Corridores here. They're CW028s, Super Schwarzeye I believe they're called. I've had them for almost 2 years now. Nightmare, I've never been able to breed them. They're wild caught from Peru I believe. I'm trying now more and more live foods. They're getting more kind of active as well, so hopefully that gets them in the mood and start spawning in the tank. Up here we've got some grow out tanks for guppies and other little fish here as well. Some stuff down here swimming about. I think these are just stir-by quarries actually. That's what's in there. Nothing in, maybe something in here. Yeah, some smaller ones there at the back. I don't have a lot at the moment. Most of them are in my grow out tanks, so these are just a few eggs that I've picked up and popped in there. I find they grow out quite well in here, and then move them into a bigger kind of grow out tank as you go. Down below it, this was supposed to be grow out tanks, but I don't have heaters in them, so it wasn't working too good. Try to raise the Corridores, so what I've done, I've put shrimp in them at the moment. This is a cull tank for my Bloody Mary shrimp. So these all go to my local fish shop. I don't actually cull any of them. I just put them in a different tank and they go to a shop as cherry shrimp as well, so nothing gets culled, so to speak. In here at the back there, you can just see it a wee bit there at the back. Some red crystal shrimp as well. I've not had great success at kind of breeding these. I've had babies from them, took them to the shop, and then they've stopped as well. They've stopped breeding, so I don't know if it's a substrate, I don't know what it is. I need to take a bit of time and actually try and get them going again. So over here, this is just the water butt I use. I've put it in a different video before. I've got HMA filters up here in the corner. Water gets pumped in through the filters into here, and there's water constantly running just to keep the hose going, so it circulates the water. Because I use this, it treats all the water, takes all the chloramines, the chemicals out of it, as well as a carbon filter in there. And in here I can just then, once it's at temperature, at the moment it's only 50, I've just filled it up so it's 15.5 degrees, but once it's up to 26 degrees normally is where I get it at. There's a heater in the bottom as well, and then from there I can then do water changes on the tanks. So this little tank here, that's got some angelfish babies in it at the moment. So they're just in there before they go into the bigger tank. I'll be going up to the fish shop, my local fish shop in Glasgow, Water World Aquatics. I'll be doing that this week coming, maybe Sunday actually, and I've got a few fish to take up to them. So once I empty a few tanks, these will move into bigger tanks so they can start growing out better as well. I have got a torch, it might make it easier. So in here we've got some snakeskin endlers. Don't know if that makes it any better or not. These things, I love the colour of these things, are absolutely gorgeous. The males are stunning. Again, quite a simple setup, just the sponge filter in the back. It's probably, I've got a couple of tanks with artificial plants in it. It's just for the babies to get covered when they're born, so they don't get ate. Most of the tanks we've got some have got live plants as well. These are Ginga rubra guppies. These little things are amazing colours on them. There's quite a few. I almost gave up in these. I had what, 2 or 3 pairs left, and for some reason the babies weren't growing or staying alive, and I just kept with them, and now as you can see they're doing really good. I'll go across and then down. It's probably the easiest way to do this. In here we've got some lemon blue eyes plecos. They'll be going to the shop as well. They're about 2 inches big now, so they'll be going up to the shop at the weekend. Again, very simple, bit of wood, sponge filter, feed them all the time as well, get them growing nice and big. In here, that's his baby lemon blue eye short fin. Tank's a wee bit dirty at the moment. We've got a few shrimp in here enjoying some of the food. I think Dad, I hope he's not sitting on more eggs. He's in his cave, can't really see him actually. I need to do a few water changes, that happens tomorrow as well. He's in there with his female. Next tank down, it's just a kind of mixture of Corydorus. There's mostly gold bar Schultz eye in here. That one in the middle there, if you can see, is Aspidoris. And I think there might be a Sterby or 2 in there as well. Again, just a grow out tank, so I usually just put them all in the one tank just to get them to grow a bit faster. These will be going to the shop, they're about good size as well, going to the shop at the weekend. So a nice little Corydorus there, bigger Sterby. Next one over, these are guppies that I bred with certain colours as well. But they throw off most of this orange kind of colour. Really nice. The females, they've got lovely tails as well, they've got colour through their bodies, which is really good. And I also breed long fin lemon blue eye plecos in here. I'll be moving them to their own tank soon. A nice big female here. The male, he's hiding in the cave. I don't know if he's got eggs at the moment. Can't really see him in there. He's just hiding, I think. So he's actually 2 females in with him as well. So I've got more opportunity to breed. At the moment I've stopped because I'll show you a tank in a minute, and they're just overloaded with longfin. I've got too many plecos basically. In here I've got German blue rams, and what I've done, because it was a bit smaller, I picked up 2 females, which isn't great. So they're a bit bigger now. I've noticed they're definitely not going to breed. I need to get a male as soon as possible. The other one's hiding somewhere in the background. So I need to get a male as soon as possible and get these things breeding. In here, I've had these for years. Bought them because my girlfriend thought they were really cute, which they are, beautiful fish. Then obviously got a hut and then started trying to breed them, and they don't stop. They just produce so many babies. I've got another tank behind me that's got full of bigger babies. So again, they'll move into a bigger tank soon as well. Really good parents, they actually raise everything, eggs in the cave, and then once I free swim they really look after them. So in a way they are a cichlid, so a hybrid cichlid. But nice colours, but these also throw off the platinum version and the blue version. So obviously they've got it somewhere in their genes. But really nice fish there. Moving on, so in here is Aspidoris, Corydorus. So, well, they're not really Corys, they're a cousin of the Corydorus. But these little guys are absolutely amazing. A bit longer, they don't grow too big, that's about the size they get there. Maybe about 1.5 inches. Some under here hiding. I've got a big, massive female in here somewhere. I'm not sure where she is. A few guppies in there as well, just kind of dither fish, just to so they kind of get spooked quite easy, and they love to leave their eggs in here in the outlet of the sponge filter. This is where I collect the eggs. It's a pain, but that's what they do. In here, these little guys, some axolotls, they're actually amazing. So these were a friend of the family that their axolotls had eggs. I took a few. There's a few already away, obviously. Last 4, they'll be going to the shop on Sunday as well. But they're actually cool little things to watch. They're really good. Don't do much, to be fair, but they are really nice. Oh. These prefer colder water. It's a wee bit warmer. They're down low next to the floor in my shed. This is where the coldest part is. Obviously the heat rises. Up here's the hotter tanks. So they're kept down here and they're maybe about 18 to 20 degrees. 20 is maybe a bit warm for them, but they seem to be fine, thriving, getting bigger and stuff as well, eating well. So that's where I keep them. So this next tank is where I said I've got too many plecos at the moment. These are going to get split up. Some are going to the shop, some will go into a bigger tank. This is mostly long fin lemon blue eye plecos. And as you can see, they are so messy. These are water chains as well, but they're just poo machines. They eat all day and they just poo all day as well. So if you're thinking about breeding them, think carefully and be prepared to do lots of water changes and look after the tank and maintain them a bit well. So that's all the left hand side. We go up here. So this is angelfish. This is babies, kind of young juvenile. They'll be going to the shop at the weekend as well. They're a good size just to get put up. There's blue zebra and gold marble in here, and some platinum ones as well actually. So most of the bigger ones, they'll all be going to the shop, and then I can use this tank as I grow out. Some of the colours on these are absolutely stunning. I don't know if the camera can pick it up too well, but they're absolutely beautiful. That's actually a seal point as well, that one. So I've got a wee mixture in the shed, which is nice. It's always nice to have. Down here, more lemon blue eyes. This is short fin again with black bar guppies, sorry, endlers, not guppies, endlers in there as well. Just kind of dither fish and an overflow because the tank next to it is absolutely jam-packed. So all down here, I've put a few wee algae wafers in just to see. There's a few long fin, so the smaller ones are long fin. There's bigger ones, you can see on the heater there, they're actually short fin. So they'll be going to the shop as well. All the bigger ones will be going to the shop, and they're an absolute nightmare to catch. So this tank here is just endler, black bar endlers everywhere. The colours on these little guys as well is absolutely amazing. The females are just massive. A few little shrimp in here as well, hanging about on the wood. I've also got super red bristlenose plecos in here. They've stopped breeding at the moment. You see my cave, there's another male on that side. But they do have big females in here as well, but I kind of find that they're seasonal. I don't know, they just stop breeding after a while, and then the next minute they don't stop. So hopefully they get more babies from them very soon. And even more plecos. More lemon blue eyes. They're almost a good size to go to the shop as well. It's in here. I've got Sterbai Corys, I've got albino and the normal variety. I just let them breed, put them in the fry racks up there and the eggs hatch and they come out obviously albino and normal versions as well. That's just some eggs on the tank here, you can just see them here. So normally I just collect those, put them in a tub, sometimes methylene blue, sometimes just in the tray that I've got, the fry tray, and the hatch, get bigger, take them to the shop. And here is, I don't know if you can see them there, yeah, gold lasers. So the smaller ones are babies that I've bred myself and they don't want to come out here. I've had a lot of eggs off them, but I can't seem to get them. They keep going fungus, so I don't know if they're just not fertile, or I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully get more of those in the future. Once the babies are a bit bigger, hopefully get them breeding as well. So gold lasers in there. All important, must have brine shrimp. If you want to feed your fish up, get them growing fast, get them growing big, recommended, get a brine shrimp hatchery. There's different kinds. I've got this one, this kind of tube here. Same thing, brine shrimp eggs go in the water, salty water, and they hatch in there as well. So I'm going to pick another one of these up because 2 would be really handy. I've got to reset it near enough every day, and that's a bit of a pain. And this tank here, this is just my kind of own personal tank in the shed. Oh, put the light on. So it's just a wee cube tank. It's about 45 litre tank or something there. So it's just, it was one I had in the house. It sits here. It's got most of my own fish in it. Ember tetras, cardinals, CPDs up there as well, swimming about. Some of the guppies, little ones here that's not looking too good, that needs to be removed. And there's little babies swimming about as well. It needs redone, to be honest, but it's just a wee escape from my shed that I can look at as well, that I love. Next to those is another grow out tank for some of the cories that I've got. albino sterbies, normal sterbies, and aspidoris. They're down here just eating some, I think it's algae wafers in there actually. Again, quite a simple setup, sponge filter in the back, some moss, and it's actually a big plastic plant as well. I'm not a fan of them, but it adds a wee bit of colour to the tank. So that's them, they'll grow another bit more and then I'll get them to the shop. So sorry, I went from this one here and I'm back on this side. And here is more angels that I'm growing out. This is mostly the gold or orange marble. Some of them are starting to colour up really nice now at the moment. Smaller ones will get kept in a tank. There's probably 2 spawns in here that I've not had room for, so I've just put them together. So the bigger ones will go to the shop, smaller ones will stay and they'll grow out until I can get them to a shop as well. So that's a 3-foot tank they're in. Up there, nice big tank for them to grow out. As we go down next level, this is some of the blue dream shrimp that I have. I'll put some light in there, let's see if it helps. This tank's actually just reset at the moment as well, so they're getting some babies from them as well at the moment. And they're picking up some food. The colour is a light, as I say, it's not doing them justice, but the colour of the blue on them are absolutely amazing. Next door to them, you've got Bloody Marys, also got Planaria back as well. These worms, they're driving me absolutely crazy. I got rid of them for a long time, but they're just back with a vengeance, but I'll get them. The volume of the shrimp doesn't seem to get any smaller, albeit they probably are getting, some getting picked off by the worms, but as I say, they're Planaria worms. But the tank's really busy, there's shrimp everywhere. This one's a bit better, but it's harder to catch the shrimp, but it's got lots of plants growing in it as well, guppy grass, java fern, there's moss somewhere in the back there. And it just seems to, this is the biggest tank of shrimp that I've got, and they seem to do really well at it. And over here, oh, the front glass is not too good, so I thought I cleaned that. So this is my brocust. So again, not Corydoris anymore, I believe. Brocusts, emerald green brocusts or something. The colours on them are absolutely fantastic as well. They've bred a few times for me. I've got some at the shop. There's one here with a sore fin that got caught in the sponge filter, so I've been treating it. It's got a bit better, so it's back in the tank. But I think I'll try and breed these one more time and then I'll move them on and try and get something different. I need to add more water in there actually. And this is the adult gold line or gold bar Schultzi. I like to hide. They're very skittish, these fish. They don't like to come out and see anyone. Again, sponge filter, bit of sand on the bottom as well. Bottom left, so this is more blue dream shrimp. There's a few cories in there. I must have had eggs on my finger at one point and they fell in and hatched, so there's 3 Corydoris in there. with all these shrimp. And I mean, I don't know, the camera's not really picking up, I don't think, but the blue colour on these things is absolutely amazing. I'll go that way. No, can't really see it, sorry. But they're lovely, lovely shrimp as well. So a good few of those will be going to the shop at the weekend as well. And here, another grow out tank of Aspidoris, Corydoris sterbis and albino sterbis. And there's some yellow shrimp. There's only about 3 or 4 in there. There's one there just at the back. Actually looks like it's ready to molt, which is good. Again, some of these things I don't actually realise that they're in the tank until you see them and you wonder how they actually got in the tank. But they're doing great. All these little cories are growing out fantastic as well. An empty tank that I need to kind of clean and get up. So this is Bob. He's my pet goldfish. Came from, I had a pond out the back. The bigger goldfish went to a shop, and this little guy, my son actually loves him, so he's staying with us. But he's in a tank of his own. He's just living life, living the dream. And if I set the pond up again next summer, in Scotland obviously it's a bit colder, but if I set it up again he'll pop back out in the pond. But for now he's in there. I might actually get a wee friend for him. Just living the dream. So we've done that side, all of this, and there's only one more section to go. It's this one. So this is a bit, these are a bit bigger angels that I need to get at the shop actually pretty soon. Going to squeeze the tank. This is an old tank that I had, it's just all scratched up and stuff, so it's just a grow out tank. But the colour, even the colours on these things, this is off the blue zebras as well. A little bit of red coming through on his fins, but most of them you can see blue through them as well. They're absolutely lovely. And then you've got the old faithful grow out tank of the parrot fish, the polar parrots, and the platinum. There's some palatinum and some polars in there. Again, excuse the tank, it needs a wee clean. We'll be getting the water change this weekend. So, as I say, they just don't stop breeding. They're an absolute nightmare. Yeah, used to nightmare. And below is the last set of tanks that we have. Oh, there's some angels in here as well. This is just a kind of breeding box that I have. They'll go into a tank very soon just so I can get them grown out. But this is the adults. This is the gold marble or orange marble. I love the pair. I've actually had them for a few years now and they breed consistently for me as well. Really good size. Sorry about the glare actually. So they're a good size angelfish. And here I've got the blue zebras. The guy, the dad, he's a bit skittish, but the colour on him is absolutely beautiful. He's really blue. The mum, she needs a wee break I think. She's actually been, he kind of beats her up a bit as well. She gets him back as well sometimes, so. But the colour on him is absolutely stunning. Next door to them, so these are 2 feet long tanks. I've got, this is ones I've actually bred myself. The bigger ones are spare blue zebras, but they don't actually look blue. The one at the back maybe's got more blue on it. Little platinum one here. These, I say, they'll be on the shop at the weekend as well. They're a good size. Big guys at the back there, they're really big actually. And these two are the newest arrivals in the fish hut. A blue Pinoy smoky they're called, well that's what I got them as. But the patterns on, I love the pattern on, kind of smoky back end to them as well. A female on the back there. They've been breeding like crazy as well. I've got a few babies in the grow out tank up top there. they've settled in nice. At first they're very, you know, they didn't want to come near the tank at the front, they were hiding in the back, and now they breed. They actually had babies a few weeks ago, and I left them in the tank. They were doing great. Babies were free swimming with their mum and dad, eating brine shrimp, worms, and I came in yesterday morning, Christmas morning actually, and they obviously used them as a snack, which isn't great, but they're learning, they're still young. The more and more they do it, the more they're used to it, and obviously having these guys next to them, they're obviously scared and think they're going to get ate, so they eat them on their own. So I need to get something in here, like this one here. I've got a sponge filter that makes it nice and black, so they can't see any of the fish. So once I do that, I dare say it's a lot easier. If you let the parents raise them, it's a lot easier, and it saves some room, because if not, let's say you end up like this. It's just angel babies everywhere, which need fed in a wee second. And here I've got brine shrimp ready to go. There's a few eggs in there actually, but oh, it's doing the camera there. So I'm going to feed everything in a little minute. In fact, let's do that now. See that too well in there. So you spray the brine shrimp in, the little fish go absolutely crazy for it. Best way to grow them, live foods, lots of protein and good water changes as well, and these little things grow fantastic. The ones down the bottom, they're a bit bigger actually, they must be a few weeks older than the smaller ones obviously. But again, once they're a couple of days, I'll get rid of these ones over here and the other side, and they'll go to the fish shop, and the little ones will go in there and grow out and get nice and big. So after New Year, I'm going to get a bit of time. I'm going to upgrade, I think, to a bit more of an automatic water change system, so it drips in, some drainage as well, so it just flows out the back, and some new lighting I think as well. So there's a few plans that I want. I want a better drainage system. At the moment when I'm emptying tanks, I empty into, still going into these buckets and they go outside, but I'm going to put a drainage system in with pipe running out the back so we can just drain away, and it's a lot easier. So basically that is everything I've got in the fish hut at the moment. If anybody's got any ideas or anything they want to see me breeding, or any information on how I breed them, water conditions, parameters, anything at all, just give me a shout. Thank you very much for watching, it is much appreciated. I'm almost at 200 subscribers, I'm trying to get 200 before New Year. I'm at 197, so it'd be much appreciated if you can subscribe, hit the like button. Obviously any comments, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Oh, last little bit. Micro worms. So it's all live food, these are so easy. I'll do a wee video on how I make them as well, or not make them, but keep them alive. In here I've got white worms. They're handy for feeding everything. I've noticed a big difference when you feed the white worms to the tanks. They breed, every fish is breeding a lot faster, especially Corydoris. So the protein, the live food, it just does wonders for them. I'd recommend it all day long. But again, thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone had a good Christmas and have a great new year when it comes, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks again, bye bye.